50. Gemma to throw.
Player very capable of competing and pushing Beau all the way. They did meet in the semi-final of event 2 yesterday. Gemma took out lovely finishes of 106 and 126, but
100.
still went down 5-2. As Greaves proved once again that she could not be stopped.
84.
And Matt, could you just try and put into some context the run that she's on? 102 matches without being defeated on the women's series.
I may be getting ahead of myself and over-egging this, or I may be spot on. We'll find out over time.
100.
But I think that's a run that will never be done again.
Oh, I don't think you're sticking your neck out on the line too much by saying that. Although
60.
Beau could go on and do something better, couldn't she?
Oh, Beau could beat Beau's records, absolutely. Yeah, that's for sure. But you're looking around, aren't you? And certainly when I was looking on social media last night, a lot of people suggesting that Beau just won't be beaten. The inevitability is she will be. It won't last forever. Someone's going to beat her somewhere along the line. And if you was going to look at a list of players and put together a short list, and it is going to be a short list, a very small list of people who could beat Beau Greaves, Gemma Hayter's name is on there.
96.
She's made a very impressive start to this one as well. 61 after 12.
And you feel if it's going to happen, it's going to be in one of these earlier rounds where the format's a little bit shorter as well.
21.
Needs to find her way through to the treble to get a dart at the bullseye, which is what she's got. What a finish that is. How much is that going to sting Gemma Hayter? Had one dart at double. She sat on tops. And then Beau Greaves takes out a stunning 1-2-2 on the bull. But that dart at treble 18 was really lovely.
60.
In between these games, I've gone downstairs just to have a little look what's going on. I've gone down to the practice boards, and there are 4 players, and 4 players only on
100.
the practice boards. Beau Greaves and another player, so she's keeping pace, and Gemma Hayter and another player. These two and 2 others, the only ones that was
100.
utilising those facilities. And when Gemma Hayter was practising, and she was getting ready and she was having the pace set for this game, in her mind, she would have wanted to start this game exactly the way she did, and it wasn't good enough. That is the psychological blow.
I also find it interesting that Beau was on the practice boards.
82.
Because in previous seasons where we've been in venues like Wigan, where you can see down onto the floor, Beau Greaves was rarely on the practice board.
60.
Because she plays so much darts, she didn't feel the need to. So I find that interesting in itself.
I think it was adapting to the situation. The environment changed. We had to have that little bit of a break of around about 25 minutes in order for the other boards to catch up. And it was just keeping ticking over, keep moving, keep in that flow. You don't want to sit down and start getting stiff.
140.
Yeah, I don't think there's much danger of that happening right now.
88.
Two treble 20s required. Can't get the first of them. So already this
30.
a massive uphill battle for Gemma Hayter. But she returns. Needs a treble 20 to get a dart at the bull herself. Doesn't happen.
58.
And I know I'm stating the obvious here, but for Beau Greaves, it's those misses that aren't going to be allowed when she returns to action tomorrow. And I think that's going to be really intriguing to see how she adapts to things like that, because I think it is easy, you know, she has such a high ceiling, she has such a high level. We've seen her average in excess of 107 today. I'm certainly not doubting what she's capable of, and what she can achieve in this game. But I do think we can easily get carried away by looking ahead to what this year could hold for her. And it could be massively successful. I assume it will be in many different ways. But on the Pro Tour, I'm really intrigued to see how she handles things like that. Look, the indications from when she has had those call-ups,
100.
she is able to step it up a level, isn't she? She knows that she's not going to have that luxury of time.
Yes, and she's doing it the other way round as well to the experience I had because I was on the Pro Tour first and stepped off. And when you step off and come to events like the Challenge Tour or the Super Series as it is now known, you notice you get an extra 3 darts. You get an extra visit to the board.
95.
Beau's doing it the other way round where she's got to kind of shave that extra visit off. And with that, you can notice the step up in standard, and it may take a bit of feeling out. I mean, look at Josh Rock.
Yeah.
When Josh Rock came onto the tour, he's playing exceptional darts, but wasn't getting the results. But you knew they was going to go. And we may see Beau hit the floor running. We've seen it before with the likes of Stephen Bunting when he came over and had to take that extra visit off of his game. It'll just be a really interesting story to see, but I'm certain throughout 2026 you'll find a feat.
Yeah. Gemma Hayter is going to get a look at this 109 to get her first holder throw, her first leg in this one. Double 16. A lovely 3-dart combo. I mentioned it yesterday. She took out a 106 and 126 against Beau Greaves. Kind of those finishes that need to go a lot of the time when you're facing such a heavy scorer. I found it really interesting yesterday, actually, when Beau Greaves talked after her second win about the run that she's currently on and how different it is this time compared to when she went on a similarly impressive run a little while ago. On that occasion, and I remember it really clearly, she was desperate for it to end. She wanted someone to beat her because the pressure was
85.
becoming all-consuming. It was the focus, the attention that was on her that came with it. She wanted that run to end. She really did feel that pressure starting to build. This time,
45.
she said, I don't want it to end. I never want it to end. I want this to carry on forever. And I think that is such a good indicator of where she is mentally right now and how much she's developed in that area.
Well, wouldn't you at $5,000 a day? I'd want it to carry on forever.
97.
Fair point.
$100. But no, I completely get the point, and you do sometimes have good performances or runs, or you notice patterns that can pressurise those situations,
100.
absolutely. But we've seen Beau develop at her own pace. We've seen her develop at the right pace. She hasn't rushed things. Any other player
60.
would have been trying to get a tour card 2 years ago. Beau Greaves has done everything the right way so far. She's done it for sustainability, and that's perfect. That's inviting.
120.
Can't finish off the equation, but will be back. And missing outside means that she'll be back for that same target.
100. Game shot.
And she finds it. 16 darter. It's all coming so easily to her at the moment, isn't it? High 80s average, and you just feel that if she needs to, there are plenty more gears to go through.
25. $100.
Spoke to Lauren Bloomfield at the start of the day as well. She was really bitterly disappointed with the way she played on the streaming board yesterday, but having a much better time of it today, on the verge of a spot in the last 16. We do already have 2 players through to that stage. Lisa Ashton
60.
continues this remarkable weekend. She's through, as is Aurora Focasato of Italy.
43. 100. $80. $140.
That asks a question here of Gemma Hayter. If she doesn't take this, she's got to get ultimately close.
60.
That leaves an awful lot of work to do.
Yeah, it's one of those scenarios again, though, isn't it? For Gemma Hayter, it's such a long-range shot that she's got to look at.
69.
There you can see wrong side of the wire. Had a decision to make and
45.
maybe wasn't that clear in her thought process as she threw that second dart. It might be the last one that she throws. One more match dart incoming.
16.
3 well thrown darts, but without the reward. And Gemma Hayter, this is got to go. This is Gemma Hayter with the throw as well. Just shows the scoring power that Beau has had within this game, but it's double 10 to save the match. She finds it. Bit of a grimace on the face of Beau Greaves, and that's just that new attitude that you mentioned that she has now, where she almost expects to win everything now.
Yeah, really good recovery
57.
that from Gemma Hayter. You could see that that dart at top slipped out of her hand. Rescued the situation very, very well indeed. Looking for just her third ever win
60.
over Beau Greaves. And I think she is someone, we highlighted it yesterday, she's someone who will relish the challenge of doing so. She won't come into a game like this thinking, oh, Beau's beaten me 15 times. She'll think, I am going to get the better of her at some stage. It's going to be soon. I
100.
will do it.
Every time you go against a player like Beau Greaves, you've got the opportunity to put yourself in the headlines, especially now that Beau is on this run. There's a
140.
massive story developing. Who is going to be the player to stop her? Who's going to be the player to break this run?
Yeah, but again, she's down to 1, 2, 4 after 9. And you just
39.
wonder when on earth it's going to happen.
You feel like it won't be here. Beau Greaves with plenty of time, doesn't have to go for the treble 18. And just make this a setup play. Didn't like the way she threw that one.
100.
Delighted with that though, down to a double after 12. Gemma Hayter can't leave a finish from here. Beau Greaves guaranteed 6 darts to keep the run going.
121.
And it
Into
is
the net.
103 not out for Beau Greaves. Her run on the Women's Series, this remarkable run continues, and she is still in the hunt for a 16th title on the spin.